Well, great morning. I think I want to pull some cards, and I just want to ask what happened to Lindsey Graham. Now, apparently, he used to be pretty okay, and then all of a sudden, things just kind of, he became somebody else, okay? So what we have is the light dawning, things coming, that something was cut, okay? Now, my suspicion is that he really has to have somebody that he clings to. I think he's got daddy issues. And when McCain was alive, he kind of kept him in tow, kind of kept him a little more grounded, a little more, he just kind of kept him a little more even keel. And then when McCain died, he had to latch on to somebody else. And who did he latch on to? 45. But let's ask the cards and just see if it's going to say what happened to Lindsey Graham. So, let me move this back a little bit. So what we have at the center of it, he has to have this relationship. So this is about our center thing is his relationship. In the past, going into it, is something he has to hold on to. He has to have in his daily life. Okay? And it's that feeling of he's got lack, and it's something he needs to cling to. Now, that's what gives him power. That's what gives him this feeling of control. Okay? The challenge is ending, So when McCain died, he had to grab onto somebody else. And that's the history. Okay, that's the writing on the wall. He had to grab onto somebody else. And so this now has created his karma, his, the way that things are coming out. Above it, we have this is what he talks about, the mental framework that he's in, the message he gives out. We have the light on the past that he, again, has to cling to somebody in order to hold on to power. He's got to have somebody there that he looks up to that is in control. Okay? He, daddy issues. Underneath of it, it's his connection with others that gives him a platform to speak on and to what to go forward with. So both of these cards above this are messenger cards. This gives him the energy to go forward, the direction to go forward. Now his, before, above it, he was looking towards that past, okay? He was looking towards the past and holding on to McCain. McCain had the power and things, and that was his aid. But when McCain passed, his energy was going into the other direction of somebody else to hold on to power, which was 45. So when it comes to going to that direction, where the movement, he had the burden of the loss of McCain, okay, that really affected him. And now he's tied up when it comes to 45, okay? It put him in a whole new thing, because underneath of it we have the secrets, we have this mental abuse coming in, and he is always feeling a bit beleaguered by things, and it has to do with his past, his history. Okay? So it looks like when McCain died, something got cut. Okay? So let's tear this down. Yeah. At the center of it, we have that he has to have some kind of connection with somebody. In the past, the light was McCain. The challenges, he died. And so 45 is there. And that's what runs his world. And now we have some things that are hidden. Things that are hidden. Things that are a bit secret. Above it, we have, this was his mental drama, the message he puts out. And so now, the challenge is he's tied up, and there are those that will, again, give this mentality of abuse, okay? In the past, these were things he had to hold on to. We have the history when it comes to him, the message and the energy he's putting out. We had McCain that hold on to power, and they are what gives him the power, because he's got the burden of feeling a bit of difficulty, abused. So I still say, I think it looks like he has daddy issues. He's got to have somebody, because within himself, he really doesn't have his own wherewithal to stand. Somebody gives him the message to take forward. Now, when it was McCain, he did a better thing. Now that he's up clinging to 45, the message he gives out is what? Toxic. So he is going to try to defend whoever it is that he is clinging to at the moment. I feel that as a child he had a difficult time relating. He was probably bullied. Let's see what it says with that. Growing up, yeah, tower moment growing up. He did not have it easy. A lot of mental pain, tower moments that he's juggling. So I don't think that he was probably accepted by his own father, because let's face it, he's very effeminate. He has a lot of effeminate energy. So let's see what we have with his father. I have a feeling he was never accepted by his father. Working on, yeah. He was kowtowed, okay? And I think it had to do with religiosity, okay? So he had a lot of pressure as a child, was put on a back burner, kind of cowed into submission when it comes to his personal life growing up, and then bullied at school, not accepted by his father. And so he just wants to have somebody he can cling to for acceptance. And unfortunately now he's got 45, and so that's where he gets his mojo from and his message. Okay. I want to see, do they have compromat on him? Do the Russians have compromat on him too? Is he being ruled also by compromat? Justice at the center of it. We have this balancing act, tempering, and the Pandora's box. So I would say, yeah, somebody's got compromise on him. Okay. And they would use it. Just look at what Tater Green did the other day, showing these pictures of Hunter naked in the house thing. So yeah, there is no low they would not stoop to. So I'm going to just pull 3 more cards and see if there's anything else it can tell us. Is there anything else that we can know about this? Anything else to know? At the center, we have the Repugly Ugly. Repugly Ugly party. Ending. There's an ending to it when it comes to what's being birthed. Okay, so I think that's saying that that the party that McCain was part of, etc., has ended and has been birthed something new. We have now the end of the Republican Party as it was known, and now we have the MAGA cult. So that ended, okay, and now we have the MAGA cult. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, but, you know, in a way I feel a bit sorry for him, but he cannot be overlooked for what he's doing, you know. I'm sorry he had a sad childhood. He was not accepted by his daddy. He was bullied in school. He lost the one guy that gave him stability, which was McCain. And so then he's what? He's latched on to 45, okay? And trying to make Daddy 45 happy, no matter what it takes. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here. I think that without that, he would really be lost. Let me ask the cards, Dad. What happens with him if he does not have someone to hold to? The light about it is the message, daily happenings about the new actions, okay? So he looks to them for the message and the action of the day, okay? He's kind of, in a way, lost it without it, because that's his light. That's his light. Whoever he's hanging on to, clinging to at the moment, gives him the message and the actions to do. What can I do to make you happy? What can I do to make you proud of me? Okay? And that's what he'll do, so that he can gain acceptance. And I think that's what it's all about with him, is acceptance. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here. Let me know what you think. Are the cards right, or are we totally off on a wrong direction with this? Thanks for tuning in.